Hey man, let's play Knights of the Old Republic. We're gonna start off by killing those lizards and then exploring over there, but in the meantime, let me remind you to fucking subscribe, because that's fucking necessary lately. And if you want more Star Wars, but in a more cinematic format, I've got a whole playlist of the Old Republic ready for you to view. So if you're fancy with that, go ahead and check it out. I also spent a little bit of time after the previous episodes to rearrange people's equipment just a little bit. I just happened to have a few better belts, so I swapped those around. And I think I'm gonna kick T3 out of the party because he's not really helping right now. And I just might go with Zaalbar because he's gonna be useful later on. I said I'm gonna be using him, so... Oh, I ended up not picking anyone. So I'm gonna go with him. For now. I'm not gonna give him levels right now. We're gonna get that when he's low on health. You know, the usual cheese. And... Oh, this time he saved. Well, off to some sort of start. And I've got confirmation that they don't really aggro as a group. They just aggroed by proximity. But we do aggro against them, maybe. So, also, I don't know if I've mentioned that before anywhere else, but a while ago now, a certain YouTuber's nudes were leaked. And what she said is that she's upset because her pictures weren't the best. So... You know, the only way to fix it is to release better ones, so... If you just so happen to be listening, woman, get on it. People are waiting, and you would feel better about it as well, I guess. Other than that, there's also one more thing. So, I don't know if you've noticed, but, again, some time ago now, when you try to download pictures from Google, when you go into... like Google image search and just open the picture in separate tab or a window, I don't know what you're doing with your life, you would notice that your browser saves the file not in JPEG, not in PNG or any kind of regular format that everyone's used to and is supported by every other program that works with files, but now instead the file is saved as WebP, as in some sort of web picture, I guess. And I don't know if you're aware, if you know about all the format wars up until this point, because what I'm trying to say is we're having a very quiet format subterfuge, maybe, format economical war, some sort of format war, one way or another. In a sense that, you know, before you had the CD and then DVD came out with 4 gigs of memory as opposed to 700 megs, and then also, you know, there are all the video formats and still are, and music formats, WAV, MIDIs, MP3s, FLACs. What is this? The Eastern Dune Sea continues to a barren horizon, but there are signs that people have whatever that says. I think we're not gonna go through here until we progress in something. Hold on. The Eastern Dune Sea continues to a barren horizon, but there are signs that people have passed this way. The occasional stone appears to be marking a path, but the logic of how they were placed is indecipherable to an outsider. So I guess we won't be able to explore this way, but I guess we will be able to just invade the... the Dune Sea. Like the Enclave. However, we've got gaffy sticks and raid plates we just picked up, so let's sell that and we'll be back on track. And in the meantime, the format war. So we had those MIDIs and FLACs and MP3s and all the other formats that's supposed to be better for something or another, as opposed to everything that we already had. We had BMP and then JPEG for the compression and then PNG and... You know, MP4s, MP5s, MOVs, QuickTime format, to, you know, for exclusivity, to limit your access or to force you to devote formats to the device of a brand and shit like that. Essentially console wars, but More than that, the whole format wars were all about media storage, more like than digital file format, where you started with VHS, and then VHS for some reason somehow was just too big for everyone, so they moved to like some sort of D tape or something, like smaller cassette tape with a magnetic film in it, and then floppy disks, you know, and then also the CDs and DVDs, DVD-Rs, write, rewrite, and all these things, Blu-ray discs, laser discs, things like that. The kind of discs, optical drives, that self-destruct, because companies wanted to rent movies and not need to get into running costs of retrieval and shit like that, so they could also offer them for cheaper to the clients, so they would use their format service. Use their service over the rest of the market, because it was cheaper, because they didn't have to retrieve the discs. And now streaming is available, so that the whole and everything is digital as well, so it's easier to just buy an external drive rather than a disc, and also downloads for your Steams and all other game clients where you download the game instead of buying them on discs anymore. So with that, again, also Google, since it's rich and can just do whatever, decided to implement WebP.
From the offices of Zerga Corporation. Is this about bounties or something else?
Bounties. A Gaffy stick to redeem for bounties. Oh, I didn't check if they... Hold on. If they can be used as weapons. Let's go to this menu right away. Oh, they can. They can be used as a melee attack weapon. Critical 20 only, times 2. 128. How is it with swords? 10... 1 to 6, what is this? A short sword. 2 to 12, 112. What is this? A long sword. Sticks. Maybe not that bad, but also not that good either, so anyway. Zaalbar, what are you carrying? You should be carrying my sword. My sword. Prototype Bible ready, yeah, there we go. Strength, you could use that. How are your stats now? 26, whatever. Well, it's +2 anyway, so it works. I mean, this gives me +1, but his stats overall are +2. Right, so there it is.
I'm here.
Yes?
Sticks.
Greetings again. I see that, but do you have the all-important chieftain's gaffers? That was what you agreed to get for us.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll collect for those right now. Just the regular ones for now.
Then I'll take
Thank
those
you.
off your hands. But the real prize is still out there.
How many did we have? Have we got? Had we got? Did we have? Let's go with American. Did we have 8? Because I wonder how much will they
Farewell.
fetch me. 450. So it's 50 credits for those. Again, hunting people is more lucrative than hunting wild animals. I mean, that's pretty obvious, right? So it's 50, right? It's 50 per. But yeah, still 500 for a head of a gang leader who is inaccessible for you. And for 500 credits, you'd be able to buy yourself 2 PCBs. Because economy. Because someone thought that's a reasonable thing for you. Like, dude, I know you're low level and maybe your needs are not that high, but if I do the impossible, maybe you should pay the impossible. I don't know. Right. So they introduced WebP for some reason, and I don't know why. Is it also because of the exclusivity? Like, at one point they tried to make it impossible for you to download pictures off of the Google search.
Good.
Just let me through. Just download them off of the Google search, because the copyrights for the pictures, so they didn't want to participate in a sense that they didn't want to be blamed for any of it at any point. So they tried to wash their hands off of it, and you know, anyone who's tech savvy enough figured out that they're not able to make your computer not perform the basic functions. So that was quickly circumvented and never talked about again. But now they're implementing WebPs, and WebPs are absolutely fucking useless format. So like, again, it's like with the format wars and your MP3 players and proprietary storage devices that required a special plug that made it in what's the word? Not incapable, not incompatible. Yeah, incompatible. Incompatible with anything you had. So you had to change the format to whatever you've got. Well, whatever you were carrying. What is this? Remains? Remains of a raid, I guess. I didn't pick up a plate of her. So, more raids hunting. So they made that, and it fits with nothing. Like, you can save your pictures in WebP, and the only thing they work with is your image viewer software, but you can't put them into any editing software because it doesn't recognize the format. Nothing supports it. Why the fuck have they done this? It helps no one. It doesn't help me. It doesn't help the creators for any, you know, stock file resource. Right, yeah. It doesn't help creators to steal the somebody else's work and implement them in their own, right? That's awful. But yeah, anyway, if you're doing any manipulation and if you save it in anything like WebP, for up until that point, you could just download PNGs with the transparency. Oh, I can't do that. I'm hitting tab to select a target, because games usually, well, some games use tab to select target, and it wasn't working. In this game, it just swaps the character you control. So we had that going on there. Again, no, just click this one.
Yes. What can I do?
Yeah, and it's awful. They just have this power to implement different. What is this? Different file format, and no one will know until they try to import it to something and edit it in any way. Is that why they did it? So no one can edit the work and use it in their work? You know, there's this
yes,
genre, style maybe, of collage, where you put, when you use different materials and different sources of medium resource, and you put them in one picture, and that's a style, right? So back in your classes, in your arts classes, you took magazines and cut out pictures to stick them onto the paper and draw around them. That's collage. But yeah, that's no longer available in digital world because Google decided to just make the file that they provide the pictures in unsupported by any software. So either the software creators will just make the software support WebP, and that will again shit on Google, or you will download an extension like I did that allows you to save WebP as PNG, JPEG in any percent size as well. So there's that option as well. Again, shitting on Google. So again, they tried so hard and they lost again. They tried this subterfuge with format subterfuge. Am I even using this word right? Probably. I'm good enough with words. I'm sure I'm not annotating it right now. This format subterfuge to make it impossible for you to copy files, use them illegally, violate copyrights, because they can. They're just a gigantic. Oh shit! I haven't noticed a frag mine.
I'm here.
Fortunately, we've got magical healing and mana regenerates faster than health. Like, we don't have spell slots, is what I'm trying to say. Also, oh, another mine. Zaalbar is incapable. What mission is? Yeah, pick it up for me, sweetie,
here.
would you?
What?
Unless you already... Oh, there it is. Unless you already lost it, so no, she hasn't. So, yeah. Google's big enough, and I don't know why they've done it. Whether if it's because they really want to fight the digital millennia... Oh, well, fight. Upkeep the Digital Millennia Copyright Act and make it harder for you. Harder, not impossible. We're already over that. Harder for you to use somebody else's work in your work? Or did they just decide to innovate and made new file format? Maybe I should just Google it. Not that Google would tell me the truth, right? About themselves. They investigated themselves and they found nothing wrong. Will that end up? Yeah, in the same nonsense. So we're assaulting the enclave, I guess. Alright, so I don't know why they made it. Whether they're trying to actually sort of support the creators and not let you use their work without their consent, just by downloading the file. But this is the digital millennium right now, so everything is easier. The law needs to evolve, not technology needs to evolve to uphold the law that weren't written and with future in mind. So it wasn't future proof, and things have changed. Things should be reflected in law right now, right? So obviously you'd want your work not to be just stolen, put up on Google, and then have someone else download and say it's theirs. But then also it shouldn't be that you're pretty much unable to look at it or use any of it on the premise of fair use, because fair use works there as well. And here we've got the sand cows that eat sand, because what else would they eat, right? They farm banthas, and they provide them with meat and milk, and also skin and bones, so building materials. But they need to eat something, and I don't know what they eat. They're supposed to be peaceful herbivores, because that's their niche, to be peaceful and big and herd. But they also need something to eat. So, are we having the issues right now? Oh no, it's the regular ambush. So right. Or maybe they're trying to innovate with the file format. And maybe WebP does something no other format has done before. Like, beneficial, as opposed to just block your ability to... Oh shit, they stunned me. Motherfuckers. So now... Have I got anything better? No. Because... fuck this. Alright, so that worked at least. And... so we should kill someone. Oh, she leveled up as well, so I probably will level up as well. Or not, maybe. Well, I guess I haven't. But anyway, we're gonna do leveling up at the end, after all. Looks like. So, and I don't know what would WebP do that JPEG or PNG doesn't.
I'm here.
Right. Mission. Because we've got another mine that we can retrieve and maybe use, maybe sail. Hard to say.
Yeah?
Ah shit, we've lost it. Oh, there. We've retrieved it again. Fine. I mean, that's fine, that's good. So yeah, WebP still can be circumvented because it's useless for us. It's a useless format. Right, so we're leveling them up already. You think? Should we level mission or should we level Zaalbar? I brought Zaalbar all the way over here to fight, so maybe Zaalbar after all. If we'll need mission, we'll summon her over and level her. Ah, shit, fuck, man. Never mind. And level her up then.
What can I do?
Well, fuck it. Let's level him up right now and then worry.
Yes. I'm here.
It's awful how you can just spam the button and the animation will just reset and not let you do the thing. Right, so anyway. Save for him. And now leveling up. So as usual, treat injury. But since he's a scoundrel, we're ought to give him demolitions. Are we ought to? And repair, since that's his class skill. Awareness as well, but it's working fine enough with those mines. It's not that really you're... I mean, maybe you do pick up mines with sole intent of then placing them down later on. And Zaalbar, so with all his strength and shit, it's good to give him the ability to hit hard. And the hardest hitting thing for now would be Master Flurry. But I'm also gonna try to give him 2 weapons fighting if we live long enough. No, let's give him 1 right now. Let's equip him with more weapons right away, because I think there'll be better, higher potential, so more benefit for that. So we're level 9 now, and we've got like 3 more feats to get. So yeah, we want to give him the ability to hit with more weapons at once, so that will give him more attacks, and then we'll give him more attacks, and that'll be fine enough. We're not gonna pump this, and then we'll worry about the rest. So there's that. Oh, we've got more levels for him? That's pretty cool. Why not? Why not? Demolitions. He'll be able to pick up those mines now as well. And repair, because what else? Awareness? Maybe awareness, since we're giving him demolition. I don't know. It's a useless skill. Because, you know, anytime you need a specialist. Anytime you need a character to do something, in terms of skill, you already have a computer use maxed out on a computer who does that, and you have all the sneaking, lockpicking figured out on mission already. So demolition, again, mission has enough skill points to use demolition, and we've got the robot for repairs. So maybe let's not stop pumping repairs and actually give him that awareness. So he works with demolition because he's a big burly guy who you know, roars at everything. So maybe that's a good role play for him. So what are we gonna give him? Short sword that will let him hit more? Maybe let's give him short sword for now, since he still doesn't have that high of 200 feet. So it's 1/6, unless we've got something really... Oh, vibroblade is balanced. Fuck me in the asshole right now. Short sword is, and it's trash, dude. That makes it easier. Mission's vibroblade. Now it comes to its own. We're gonna give him that, and that will just make him a destructive force. That would be fucking sick. Right, good. Right, good. You think it's good? Right. Alright then. Oh right, Bastila. We're supposed to level her up as well. And yeah, we'll be finishing up the episode for now. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you learned something new about shit that's going on in the world. In the meantime, interact with the video and subscribe to the channel as well. Interact with other videos, because that will help me. I'm actually really interested in getting more subscribers right now, because that would help me with the channel, because I actually have pretty good view time thanks to all the shorts that I've uploaded. So if you can get your enemies and friends to sub to this, that would be beneficial for me. I'd be somewhat appreciative. For speed, that would give us an attack and defense. We can't improve this. We can do more stuns, but I'm for stunning. She's just to hit things. Stun stasis just targets one character anyway, as well as force whirlwind. So that's dumb. Also, we've got force push and stun, so we shouldn't diversify, I don't think. Like, we've been over this already. And then also disable droids. Let's go with speed. And that'll be it for her, unless... Yeah, that's it. So yeah, the word is that's it. See you next time when I'm fighting people. And maybe we'll just squeeze in the little mine pickup. I think that's the nub, because it stays on the screen. It's not dirt on my screen. If only you could notice. Oh, there it is.
What?
I've noticed. Now you notice.
Sure.
How am I able to notice it better than the guy that I just pumped
Yes?
awareness in? And she just gave him stats as well. See the mine, you stupid monkey. This really should use some awareness, I think, over repairs. Dude, I can see it, why can't you? We can point it to you. Just ask for help. Fuck you.